Alright, here we go. I'm playing through Pokemon Shield again. I played through once, just doing the story. But now I want to actually complete the Pokedex, and I want to share that with you. It'll be my first time. I also want to catch at least one shiny, be my first shiny. So today I wanted to show you how to get all the starting Pokemon. All you need to do is have the game and download the Pokemon Home. Download the Pokemon Home app on your Switch, and that will allow you to do this. Well, you have to get that set up too, but so I'm here catching my first Pokemon. So I'm gonna pick Sobble. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna give a nickname to Sobble. And so we picked our first Pokemon, and now we have to get to the point where we can catch another Pokemon and put this one into our box, our Pokemon Home box. So we're just going to skip through all the text. Leon's going to take a Grookey. Gonna have a barbecue. It's gonna be awesome. Hop has 2 giant kebabs. Alright, next day, getting started. So yeah, so the first part of the Pokedex is getting all of the starting Pokemon. So I just named myself one because I was in a hurry. Had a little bit of an issue getting my stream up this morning. We have to do this fight. I had troubles with the audio yesterday, so hopefully things are better today. Sending out Lulu. Just deal damage, and I have tried to lose this fight, and I don't think it's possible. I should be uploading a video on my YouTube channel about that. I recorded it. I got hit, and I don't think haven't looked at the footage yet, but I got hit. It should have taken me past lower than 5 hit points, and it did not. So I don't think it's possible to lose this fight, so it's not even worth spending the time to see. So we'll just get this over as quick as possible, so that we can get to filling up the rest of our Pokedex and getting shinies. And that is amazing. I just realized I got a female Sobble first shot. That's awesome, because in the past I've taken the time to get all female starting Pokemon. just to see if it worked, and it took a while. So that's cool that I got it first shot. Alright, he wants to go to the gym challenge. Yeah, fill up the Pokedex. Need to have enthusiasm to get things done. Alright, here we go. Oh no, the Wooloo broke through. And the introduction for this I thought was, for the legendary Pokemon, was cool, but it just takes so long. Kind of, for this, I kind of wish the introduction, so maybe that it's a deterrent for doing this, because it is so easy now. Back with like Pokemon Blue, you had to have a friend, you had to restart the game over and over again, and you had to use clunky cables to connect your Game Boys to trade, and it was just kind of a mess. And so it's a lot easier to do now. It's a lot easier to get all of the beginning Pokemon. But I feel like, well, maybe not. Maybe getting there doesn't take as long either. Because in Blue you had to, and that's my reference for like everything. It was my first Pokemon game, and the last one I really played all the way. Well, I guess I played through the story of Sun. But anyway, Blue, you had to run all the errands for Professor Oak, so this might actually be faster. I still wish it didn't take quite as long to get to the point where you can get the other Pokemon. But it's really, yeah, it's really not that difficult. They made it super easy. And you can do it. You can do it right now. Go in, get yourself some Pokemon, get all the starters. Doesn't cost any extra. After you've purchased the game, so that's cool. That was really exciting and surprising for me as well when I found that out. So in a little bit we'll see the Pokemon Home app. So we'll be putting our Sobble in there so that we can get Score Bunny. And then we'll start the playthrough and finishing our decks when we get Grookey. So leveling up Sobble, you have to do these fights. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. We'll get through it. Nope. Only have to do this 3 times. Which is okay. It's not that bad. It really isn't. And it's totally worth it. The starter Pokemon are always super cool. Well, not always, but these ones are pretty cool. And my initial reaction, I used to think Sobble looked so cool, and his evolve being like a spy was awesome, but I'm not so sure anymore. Kind of wish I had gone with Rillaboom for my first, or Grookey for my first playthrough. If it turns into Rillaboom, it's just this awesome looking drummer guy. Oh no, the attack goes right through it. It has no effect. But that's okay. So just keep going. Water gun. Right through him again. Maybe I shouldn't be wasting water gun, but we're not really gonna come up with anything right now anyway. Water gun. Right through him. Can hardly see him anymore. Oh no! Ah! And goodbye. Anyway, so I was saying, Pokemon Blue is my first game. It's the one I've played the most. So some of the new features like experience share for everyone, really cool. Helps a ton leveling up the Pokemon. It is a great addition, I think. There are a lot of cool things about this game. And I mean, the experience share has been around for a long time now. But I didn't really experience it till Sun. Pokemon Sun. Going through this. Alright, yay, legend. Alright. It's always good to tell your mom where you're going. I mean, if you're an adult, it's a little different, but... yeah, make sure if you're kid or a teenager, your mom knows where you are, what you're doing. Especially if you're running off and going on an adventure where you won't be back in forever. I don't suggest doing that. It's always one of the strangest things about Pokemon in my opinion, but I think I'm just supposed to go down here. Yeah. Alright, we're almost to the point where we can catch our Pokemon and get our next starter. Here we go. Just have to get to that building, those two buildings, the ones with the Pokeballs on them, and then we're good to go. So it doesn't really matter which one we catch. I don't know why I'm picking these up. We'll catch this Squabit right here. Alright, so I've been watching A-Drive and his shiny hunting, and I haven't looked at it, but Pokemon Nintendo put out an official shiny catching guideline type of thing that talks about what the chances are and how to increase your chances. So apparently you just have to catch a ton of the same Pokemon / battle a ton of the same Pokemon, especially once you get into the wild. There are Pokemon that I don't remember the name, but they glow yellow. Encountering them is super helpful for that. And I'll have more information on that as we actually get to the point where that's a thing that we can do. Right now we're just chugging right along, getting all the starter Pokemon. It's a little puppy. Yay, puppy. And to my viewers, thank you. It'd be awesome to if you gave me a chat so I can know say hi, see who you are. Maybe even follow your channel if you got one. Alright, let's keep going. Yay, I got the Pokedex. That's what I need to fill up, but I'm not going to fill up this one because I need to get 2 more. Hey there, trainer. Sorry to stop you. Yes, okay, thank you. I should probably give one of these potions to, I think I can give one to Sobble to hold. Let's see. Pokemon. Sobble. Hold item. Hold my bag. Sweet. So he can't use the potion by himself, but that'll give me an extra potion. Or it should give me an extra potion when I start again. When I actually do the playthrough part. Alright, I'm gonna say this is not my first time. Alright, sweet. I need to use this machine. That was a lot faster. So I need to use this machine, check my boxes, drop Sobble in, get out, save, and then we can go to Pokemon Home. So now we go to Pokemon Home. And on a side note, I don't know if you saw it, but there's Conduct Together. I bought it for like a penny, and it is a pretty fun, awesome little game. Very frustrating sometimes. So we're gonna go to Pokemon. I already have this all set up. You'll have to connect it to your account and stuff. But we'll just throw Sobble in there. And save changes and exit. Here's the kind of scary thing that you have to do this. You need to go to settings, data management, delete save data. If you've got parental controls, you got to put that in because you don't want your children deleting saves. Let's make sure I got mine and not my son's. Yes. Delete that, and now we start over. So that's the basic process. You go in, save right before, well, you don't have to save right before picking your Pokemon, unless you want to get a female Pokemon. Or all female starting Pokemon, which I already have, and I'll put into my game once we get going, just so that we can get eggs for the starting Pokemon that I can hand off to you guys, or that I can trade and give away, so that'll be cool. Alright, I have to get through all this again. This is the rough part of it. It's not super intense. Game playing wise, it's mostly just hitting the A button and waiting for text to go by. So nothing actually difficult, nothing you actually have to think through. But it takes time, just due to the nature of it. But like I said, as far as I know, this is the easiest way. I mean, you can try and trade online for the starting Pokemon. I'm sure there are people like me that are gonna breed the starting Pokemon and trade just to have people be able to have all the starting Pokemon. But if you want to do it yourself, kind of the grumpy old grouch, I can do this on my own kind of idea, then this is the way to do it. Which is kind of the way I'm planning on playing through this, is actually catching all of the Pokemon myself. Not having to rely on someone to trade me online or anything like that. So that is my plan. To catch all the Pokemon myself. Which could prove very difficult. Might be a little frustrating. But that's part of the challenge. Come on. A lot of games you can skip the cutscenes, but Pokemon is not one of them. It's a little frustrating, but it's okay. So I'm gonna put this in a YouTube video, this how-to, and we're gonna speed it up quite a bit. Like skipping through cutscenes, that sort of thing. Here we go. Second Pokemon, here we go. Grab my bag, off we go. Do 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 do. Just running through this because we're not doing the actual playthrough yet. So, according to my sources, to get the shiny charm, which helps you catch shiny Pokemon, you have to beat the game and do some other stuff before you can get that. So we'll be doing that. Going to be catching as many Pokemon along the way as we can, just to get us set up. Catching and encountering as many Pokemon as we can, so that we're set up to to shiny hunt as quickly as possible. Run past this guy again. Kid sitting on the wall. Talk to Hop's mom again. Leon's not here. We have to go down to the station. I mean, we've done this before. Gonna do it again. Next time we'll actually like read through at least some of the text instead of just flying past all of it. But mostly I want to focus on completing my Pokedex and completing the Pokedex, catching shinies, and so and I don't want to give away the whole story. For me, that's a lot of the fun of video games, is experiencing the story as you play through it. I'm encouraging you all to, if you can, experience the story by playing through it yourself. And if that's not possible, check it out. I know Bricks O'Brien does a playthrough. I'm sure there are other people that have done it as well. But that's not what we're focusing on in this one, so I might end up doing a playthrough of Sword with my son, in which case we will be reading through it, because like I said earlier, he can't read yet. So in which case we'll be going through all the dialogue, going through the story nice and slow, but that will be for another day. Right now we are filling the Pokedex and catching shinies. And we will have to get to that part before I can fill my Pokedex, so... Yay, we get to pick our next Pokemon. I'm just gonna go in order. So Scorbunny is gonna be next. Would Mewtwo's number one. I don't think you can get Mewtwo on this one. Maybe you can if you transfer from. So I know if you get the Pokeball Plus, there's a Mew in there, which is awesome. Level 1 Mew just sitting there in the Pokeball when you get it. So I've got a Mew. I don't know if you can get Mewtwo though. You might be able to, like I was saying, you might be able to transfer it from Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. Have not played through those yet all the way. From what I've played though, it's a pretty good update to the first gen. Oh, I did not want to. I wasn't gonna give him the. I don't necessarily like giving my Pokemon nicknames because then I can't remember what their can't really remember what their name is necessarily, so that's kind of funny. Alright. He gets Grookey so that I can beat him better. And Leon gets Sobble. And then we get to do the battle. Go up and see the legendary Pokemon Zamazenta. And then we can go get our put our Scorbunny in the Pokemon home. Then we can start the actual playthrough and get Grookey. So here goes the battle part. And it's going to be like the same as last time. You can do the normal attack. You beat his Wooloo. And then you get your attack that's good against his Pokemon. We're just gonna fight through as quick as we can, because we want to finish the Dex, and this is and we want to get the starting Pokemon. Alright, so we're going to tackle, fight our way through this. Ow, that hurt. Oh man, he got a critical hit. If there's a time I was going to lose, and that would be it. Like I was saying earlier, I don't think it's possible. I don't really want to take the time to try right now. I want to get through this so we can start our real journey. Get Scorbunny up into Pokemon Home. So we just need to beat this first. Head up to Pokemon Home. And it'll be all good. Music's pretty good. I know it's not the awesome 8-bit music we had from Blue, but it's good. So another thing I want to do, and one of the reasons I'm starting over for finishing my Pokedex, is because I want to keep better stats on who I've caught, who I've encountered, how many times I've done that. So we're going to be doing that as well, including the I'll be including my stats of all the encounters, catches, fights, all that information. Don't know how many of you are familiar with Tableau, but I'll be posting the information, the data, the analysis there, so you can check it out on Tableau Public. I'll have that up once I get things going. So that should be interesting, and if it helps people to figure out chances for shinies and stuff like that, that'd be awesome. Go through the Slumbering World. Here we go. And of course, running the Pokemon. Somehow Hop just skips past them all. Gonna fight this Squavit. I keep getting viewers and they keep leaving. I hope it's not because I'm boring or lame. I'm working on upgrading my channel. I'm still very new to this, trying to get the add-ons working, and I thought right now I would just stick with what I know works. And we'll do some experimenting probably tomorrow on figuring out what we can add to make things a little more exciting on this channel. So, running into a Rookity. I think the next one's going to be a level 3 Squavit. I don't know how random. I don't think these encounters are really all that random, because you have to fight these 3 guys. I don't think there's any way around it, which just adds time to getting all the Pokemon, all the starting Pokemon. But that's okay. Just do Ember, run through this again, get almost no experience. That's okay. Head over here. So, yeah, like I said, I feel like a beginner, especially with the newer Pokemon stuff. Blue, the internet wasn't as big at that point in time as it is now. And I was young. I was just, everything I learned about Pokemon was from my friends, or playing the game myself, or reading the books. So, and then I kind of skipped a whole bunch of generations, and now I'm here trying to learn about this one, learning about shinies. Those were a thing in Gen 2, but like I said, I played Gen 2 for a little bit and got it super late, and then never upgraded my console to be able to play any of the other Pokemon until much later. Sword was Gen 2, and then Sword was really the order that I played things in. I was playing Sword when I was doing my master's program, so I didn't have a whole ton of time to play it. I'd play a little bit on the train going to and from school. But I finally finished my master's program, have a little more time, so I'm trying to get in more into shiny hunting, finishing a Pokedex for the first time. I have encountered one shiny Pokemon in my whole Pokemon career. That was a shiny Mischievous in Sun. I could not catch it, and I was so frustrated. And I haven't seen any others. My wife has a shiny Whelmer on Pokemon Go. Yeah. So she's in shiny hunting. She's much more accomplished than I am at this point. And she has not played Pokemon like I have. I don't think she's played through any of Blue, Gen 2, 3, 4, 5, any of them. Just played Pokemon Go, caught a shiny Whelmer. It's cool. It's like purple, pink. But yeah, she has a shiny Pokemon, I don't. So maybe she should be the one playing the game and catching shiny Pokemon instead of me. She has better luck than I do when it comes to things like that. Maybe I should get a 4-leaf clover and increase my luck. Maybe I can wear it on my head. So when I get video up, maybe I'll have a 4-leaf clover in my hair or something. That'd be pretty fun. Anyway, so we're almost through the second time. We're almost ready to go get Grookey, and then things get real after that. Things get real after we get Grookey. So I would just die if I ended up getting 2 females. If I got a female Grookey, I really doubt it will happen. Estimates are that it's a 1 in 8 chance. That seems about right from what I've done. I haven't looked at it enough or closely enough to really determine what the rate is for that for me. Maybe I'll do a segment on that where I try and figure that out. So statistics are always interesting to me. I got my bachelor's degree in statistics, so that's going to be a big thing. And it's one of the reasons I wanted to start over, keep better track. Because the first time I played through, I was just playing for fun, didn't really care, just trying to kind of get the story and get through the game. Let's get that. We need to catch one Pokemon. We'll go for a Rookity this time. And look, it's not shiny. I don't expect a shiny Pokemon just like that. That would be ridiculous. So, usually Pokeballs catch Pokemon, at least from what I've seen. Like I said, haven't really kept track, but it seems that they can catch Pokemon up to level 20, usually without even having to deal any damage to them. So that's a nice feature, especially early on in the game. You can just kind of catch, and keep going. Oh, one of the nicest features, and we've had this in the Pokemon games for a while, that was not in Blue, was if you caught the Pokemon, you didn't get experience in Blue. And yeah, only one of your Pokemon was getting experience for the battle, and so that's what I grew up with, and it was much more of a grind to level up your Pokemon, and because you could only level up one at a time. Now you can level up all 6 in your party. It's pretty awesome. Alright. Sonya's kind of funny. I think one of the more interesting and dynamic characters in this one. I think it's cool that she's not just the assistant. They end up having her run around and, well, she is, but they have her run around and figure things out, and she's kind of a constant throughout the game, which is cool. Having played Sword, I do prefer her character, Sonya's character, a lot more than Lily from Sword and or Sun and Moon. From the games, but yeah, I don't know. Everyone has their own preference. And hey, hello, Knights of Ocelot. How are you doing? So, just got on. I'm going through how to get all the beginning Pokemon on your own, and we just got. I got Scorbunny. This is my second Pokemon that I. This is my second Pokemon. So I'm super new. Not really super new. I played Blue. That's the only game that I feel like I really played through. Haven't really done any shiny hunting. Haven't really ever actually completed a Pokedex. So I want to do that. I want to do that right now. I want to start from the beginning so I can figure out all the stats. Studied stats at the university. So yeah, put them in the box, need to save. Gonna throw them into Pokemon Home. And I already saved. Yeah, so I'm not quite to the raids yet. Just starting shiny hunting. Also very new to streaming. Just trying to figure things out. Thanks for checking out my channel. Yeah, there's been a huge update. I actually did play through Sun, but it was just very casually. But yeah, there are ton of updates, and a lot of them I really like. So yeah, I'm just gonna put my score bunny in there. Save that. Yeah, so I skipped a whole ton of generations. Thanks. That's awesome. I will make sure to remember that and yeah, ask if I have any questions. Sweet. Yeah, so I have both sword and shield. I was hoping to kind of catch everything myself, but yeah, I will definitely stay connected. Like I said, I feel like I'm really new because so much has changed, and I've just played casually before, haven't been super diligent in completing my Pokedex in the past. I currently don't have Discord. That's something I'm looking into setting up. Oh, I don't want to manage software. Wise. There we go. I've heard a little bit about it. Like I said, I'm still new and learning. So yeah, planning on getting one of those. Don't have one quite yet. Alright, that set me up for starting my actual playthrough to get my decks. Decks all filled out. So do you think the DLC is worth it? I've seen a little bit and think it's cool. Haven't because I haven't finished. Partially because I haven't finished the base game. I have not. Haven't gotten that yet. A living dex. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Can you explain? Can you... Yeah, Gamin Caiman. So what I'd like to do is have all of them in my box. I'm not sure if that's considered a living dex or just filling it. Okay. Um, so planning on doing a living dex, but filling it first, if that makes sense. Uh, so I actually just yesterday got a Ditto. Um, just yesterday got a Japanese Ditto, so that was cool. But thanks for the offer. It's sitting in my Pokemon home right now. Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised. I traded it. I traded a Nidoran. I offered up a Nidoran from Let's Go Pikachu, and someone traded me the Japanese Ditto for it. I was super excited about that. I did not expect that to happen. I didn't actually expect any trade. Um, but I was hoping for the best, hoping for a Japanese Ditto, and that's what happened. So that was really cool. So I think once I grab Grookey, I'm gonna be calling it a day. I'll have completed my quest of getting all of the start. Well, no, I'll go and grab them all from the box, and then I'll call it a day. So, Knights of Ocelot, do you stream on Twitch then as well? I haven't had time to check it out. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to find the time. I've been making time in the mornings, getting up a little extra early, just so that I can. My goal is to do 30-minute, about 30-minute stream every morning. The past two have turned into about an hour, which is a little too long. but it's okay. I've still given myself enough time to finish getting ready for work. So, do you think it's worth it to take the time to get all female starter Pokemon at the beginning? Or I don't know. Do you think it's just better to trade for the starter Pokemon? I mean, yeah. You have to have internet for this method too. So if I don't... That's true. with the Ditto, I could just breed for female Pokemon, female starters. Which this time I'll probably do. I didn't want to take the time this time around to try and do that. I don't know, have you ever noticed the noise when you bump into something in this game? I think it's kind of funny. Let's see, so we need to go down to the station, then we get our starter Pokemon, our Grookey, last starter. His Charizard pose. I think it's kind of funny. Alright, get through the dialogue. Well, Knights of Ocelot, I thank you for taking some time and checking out my my stream. It should get more interesting as I'm doing more shiny hunting and stuff. But you got to start somewhere. Gotta start somewhere. One of the cool things I think I've found about Twitch is how much of a community it actually is. And how when you kind of find what you want to do, there are other people that are interested in it, that'll support you, and it's cool. I think it's a cool platform. So I'm also looking into, yeah, like I said, looking into getting Discord. Haven't quite gotten there yet. Still trying to set things up. The Fire-type Pokemon, Scorbunny, and the Water-type Sobble. So what's your favorite starting Pokemon? I thought Scorbunny. I originally was most excited when I first saw this scene in the announcements. I was first most excited about Sobble. But I find myself always going back to the grass-type Pokemon. I don't know why. I do admit that the fire Pokemon always is pretty cool. Especially the Torchic and Torchix Evolves. Those were some cool Pokemon. So I got Sobble first, and so my Sobble was a female. I almost dropped dead. That was crazy. That's cool. Yeah, having most of my experience in blue, dark type, I still feel are kind of new, and fairy type I'm still trying to wrap my head around all of the newer types and how they all fit in to strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, I figured that was the case. That I'd only be able to get shiny starters from breeding. So I was gonna start getting starter eggs as soon as possible, but really need the. But also feel like I kind of need or would like to have the shiny charm. To help increase the odds. I haven't seen the shiny starters for this game. Do you think? What do you think of those? All right, let's fight this battle. Oh yeah, that does look pretty cool. I do like the shiny form of Sobble. That is really cool. Some of the shiny, some of the variations I do not like very much at all. I don't have one in mind at the moment. Sometimes I look at it and I'm just like, I think, why those colors? But some of them are really cool, like Charizard. Shiny Charizard is, I think, one of the coolest looking Pokemon. Oh yeah. Yeah, I agree. That is a bad shiny. That color's pretty awful. I like that Grookey's first grass type attack that he gets is stick poke. Or branch poke, that's it, branch poke. I just used it and I couldn't remember the name of it. Yeah, branch poke. I think it, yeah. It just... I don't think of that as much of an attack. But whatever. Alright, off to the lab. But not really, because we have to go into the slumbering world. Alright. I am actually really excited to almost be finished with this. I feel like it doesn't take as long as in some of the other games to get to the point where you can start trading Pokemon, or in in this case, sending Pokemon up into Pokemon Home Cloud. But it still takes a while. So you said you finished your base Pokedex and the DLC. Do you have any shiny? I'm guessing you probably have some shinies from those. Which ones do you have? Two boxes full, wow. Well, I'm hoping to get there. That's the plan. That is the plan. I think it'd be cool to have the whole Pokedex shiny, but I'm not sure I'll make it that far. So do they register differently in the do shinies register differently in the Pokedex? Like I said, I haven't actually caught I haven't actually caught one myself yet in anything. Okay, cool. So doing this, I just noticed that it appears that this third Squavit is always a level 3 female. Random thing I noticed. I'm pretty sure those are those three are hard-coded because it seems like it's always a level 2 male Squavit, level 2 male forgot the bird's name. And then a level 3 female Squavit. Interesting little thing. Rookity, thank you. Sometimes I just forget things. I don't know why. Especially, it seems like it's like right after I see it too. Took me forever to figure out that these two Pokemon were saying Sword and Shield. Like whenever you meet them, they say roared and grilled. Thought that was an interesting way to put that in there. Oh no, it doesn't have any effect. Alright, almost there. Almost through this little bit where we're getting all the starting Pokemon. Gotta just keep telling myself that. We're almost there. This is the last little bit. because then we go talk to the mom, then go talk to Sonia, and then we can go to the Poke Center and get all 3 starters and be on our way to filling up the Pokedex. So have to stand up, talk to Leon. I always found it kind of funny that Leon is totally lost with directions, but somehow he's able to find you in the slumbering wall without any help. And somehow he's the champion and makes it to all of his matches on time. I don't know. Alright. Just talk to the mom. She'll... No, I don't understand. So, in the past at least, Pokemon usually pretty much only said their name. But like Grookey says Tum Tum. It's nothing like Grookey, at least in the English. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Just little details. Little details I've kind of noticed or wondered about. Alright. Gotta go through the grass because the Wooloo are for some reason blocking the road now. Sometimes the Wooloo just do what they want. Really don't need to pick that up. I don't know why I always do when I'm just running through. Actually, wait. No, this is my playthrough. I need to grab those. This is my playthrough. Okay, I'm not going to catch any Pokemon right now. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for the information. Hope to see you again soon. Oh man, that's rough. That is rough. Yeah, you should get some sleep. All right, I will definitely do that. I'll save that, and yeah, I will look into getting Discord in the next couple days, and I will definitely add you. Thanks for the chat and the information. Wish you the best. Will do. Thank you very much. Here we go, talking to Sonia, and then we've got all of our Pokemon, all of our starter Pokemon, and we're good to go. Start off our start off our journey, filling our Pokedex. It's a little bit of a chore getting all that, but getting all the starter Pokemon like this, but it should be worth it because we'll have them all from the beginning. We'll be keeping stats on all the things that we catch, all the things we run into, and we'll keep track of everything so that we can find the figure out what some of the rates are for shinies and stuff. I know like A-Drive has spent tons of time trying to find shinies, and I want to get my data out so we can figure it out what the rate is, because there's some discrepancy about that. So I'm going to be adding my data to the global data bank, data knowledge. Need to find a place to put that first, but yeah, we'll be putting that data up so that we know, we can figure it out. Here we are. Here it is, the Poke Center, where we can get all 3 of our starter Pokemon in our party. And then we start our journey tomorrow. Oh, I need to catch a Pokemon. Oh no. Okay. So that means I need to open this up. So we need Pokemon, gender, caught, shiny, defeated. I'm trying to think of what other stats we need. Name, gender, if we caught it, if it's shiny, if we defeated it. I think that's it. So yeah, we need to go back and catch up. No, we don't. What am I thinking? I am not putting this in Pokemon Home. I am grabbing the other Pokemon from Pokemon Home. Okay. We're saving it. And we're grabbing our other Pokemon from Pokemon Home. Oh. I'm losing it. Time to be done. I am losing it. Okay. So we saved it. Now we're going to go over to Pokemon Home, grab our Pokemon that we just spent forever getting, but we'll have all the starter Pokemon at the beginning of the game as we play through, filling our Pokedex, hunting for shinies. Here we go. Grab those 2, put them in my box, save it. Egg, we want to know if it's an egg. Alright, almost done. This is the last little bit. And then we got all the Pokemon, all the starting Pokemon. We got this. Here we are. They should be in the box. Check the box. There they are. Oh. Not what I wanted to do. And there we've done it. All 3 starting Pokemon just needed Pokemon Home, and we got it. Well, that is it. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see each other later. Bye.